Appreciate it. Diet Coke. Didn't look down. Stop watching the stream with your eyes closed. Audio only listener spotted. Okay, hold on. Put me in. I'm gonna be honest. I think I saw one attempt of Apollo fighting this boss if she is a lady who has a red sword. And every attack that the boss did, he just said, how are you supposed to dodge that? How are you supposed to dodge that? And this was earlier in my Elden Ring career, but I said to myself, it looks like you just pressed the circle button. This better not be taken away from my Diet Coke, man. My Diet Coke is a very limited range. It gets metabolized at 1 milliliter per minute.
I dreamt for so long. My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse.
Let's be honest. Miyazaki, he was like, I'm going to give her shoes, but she's also going to have a French manicure.
His return.
Yeah, okay. Okay. The Halig tree is about to be sundered. There's scarlet rot everywhere, but she has a perfect French manicure. All right, whatever you say.
Heed my words. I am Malenia, blade of Mikola.
I'm Gimli, son of Gloin. Dex user, no doubt.
And I have never known defeat.
Defeat? I wanted to type my beloved real quick. I mean, just say it. Okay, I'm not scared. We run. We mash. That seems bad. Anytime they charge up an attack, you know you're in trouble. Give me 2 sips. You're not punishing. I'm initiating. Hitboxes. Oh, now that's a dodge. I got to give you credit on that one. Now that's a dodge. I'm double sipping. 8 flasks. That's not great. Have panic rolls ever served anyone better than this? I mean, what do you want to do? On your first attempt of a boss fight, you panic roll. You don't know what anything does. Holy cow. She has no stagger window. You got to take a crit on that one for sure. This is not smart. She's pretty tanky. Does she heal when she hits us? Is that what that red was? Does she give you the Bloodborne Crescent that everybody's talking about on Twitter? She does. She lifesteals, you piece. That's the attack. That's the one that everyone says, how are you supposed to dodge that? Ooh, what a move. What a move. Try dodging. That's a neat trick. Flaskless. Any percent flaskless. I'm dead. Okay, okay. I'm piecing some of this together. She's tough. I can see how she would be like in the middle third of difficulty in this game. One thing I think you can do is run from her instead of dodge rolling. But I gotta internalize what some of these attacks actually mean. I like to feel it out a little bit. Before we start to memorize the patterns, I start to engage with my internal dialogue. Okay, stop initiating with a jump attack would be the first thing I would like to do here. If you can dodge an attack and then do a jump attack, we're gonna be happier. Okay, that did not work, and she healed a ton. Also bad. But, good. Give yourself a little window. That was really fast. She's smoothing. She heals for 300 every hit. Well, it's simple then. All you got to do is just not get hit. If you could just not get hit, then it's no worry whatsoever. She took me 5 days. Are we in the running for calling this the hardest boss in Souls history then? Or is there still one Chalice dungeon boss on New Game Plus 9 that nobody's ever defeated? It's not even close. She definitely is. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm happy to be here. Get baited. I've been baited. It sucks that she heals for 300 a hit, and one of those attacks does 5,000 hits. Like, that strikes me as the kind of thing that'll cause you problems. I think having a lot of green is going to remain relevant for us. That was a juicy one. Keep your green high. She doesn't punish sips that much. That's mercy. Yeah, I think I just literally walked into it. I saw her go up, and then I was like, let's get in there. All right, so when she goes up, she glints. I gotta internalize it in my head. She glints, you run. Glint equals break lock on. Break lock on and run. I think she was nerfed. No, just because I'm crushing her and you stink doesn't mean she was nerfed, okay? It means that you're jealous. Let's do this. My beloved percent. One more. So worth. It remains worth. That hurts. I can't afford to lose green willy-nilly. Strong move, honestly. I gotta give you credit for a strong move. I thought you would stagger. That's my bad. We shouldn't go toe-to-toe with Lifesteal. She's hard, but she's not as hard as Ishin Sword Saint. Is Ishin Sword Saint the final boss of Sekiro? Yes. I can't really comment because I only did it one time. That did take me a while, for sure. That's a tough boss. And it's a very long boss fight. You gotta be like on for the whole thing. Get owned. Get owned again. She glints, we run next time. You need green. I don't care if we got the punish. Take that punish to get some green back. That's horrendous. My progress. 1.48% of people on Steam have gotten this achievement. You think, so you're saying this is easier than Isaac? So I feel like Isaac Platinum God is at like, sub 1%. That doesn't surprise. I mean, again, like, I've seen the kinds of hosts you get in this game. What a dodge. So the fact that a bunch of people, like only, you know, 1 in 75 people has beaten this boss doesn't surprise me. I would be more surprised if more than 1 in 75% of people had beaten Godric, quite frankly, based on the quality of host we usually get when we're summoned. I'm going in. Regrettable. I'm going back in. Huge. Then we run. Running. Running will serve you. Then we run and we jump. Okay, what a kick. She glinted. Help. Don't read my inputs. I feel like we made no progress there. You need to get staggered, you piece. She's glinted me. She's glinted me. She glinted me. Jerry. I think you at least need, like, no lock on there or something. Because my roll direction was being, like, was being whipped around. Yo, you're right. I gotta go to, controller port 2 so she doesn't Psycho Mantis me. I see you've spent 800 hours playing Isaac in the last 2 years. Wow, the pandemic really hit some people harder than others. Let's go. Okay, maybe that's the way to do it. Then when she's on the ground, you get your green back anyway. Then we go in. She glinted me. That's fine. We're feeling good about this. I'm running away from you. Really good idea. Like, I knew what attack it was. But it had to go through my brain, and the killer instinct went through my spinal cord. My balls sent a message to my hands that was like, get her, she's weak. My brain was like, no, don't do it. But the balls travel right through the spinal cord. It doesn't have to, like, there's no toll booths. The brain has to, should I spend time thinking about this? And that's why the balls win. Classic story. Tortoise versus the hare. The brain versus the balls. I'm in. What have I done? I've done a terrible thing here. I would like to leave. I would like to get some green. You see? I had to talk to my brain there for a second there. My brain was doing a negotiation. It was like, you've got a punish window, get in there. And I was like, you have no red and no green. Are you stupid? And then I was like, you know what? Yes is the answer. That's a huge punish window. That attack we just punished is not even that hard to dodge. Nor is the boot, honestly. That was not the way to approach that. Thank you to Miyazaki's animation department for allowing me to not get hit there. I believed you would get staggered there. Maybe belief is not a good, it's not a good enough reason. That is so fast. Okay. Anytime she goes up in the air, break lock on and get the hell out of town. Even if it's not, if you have to find yourself asking if it's the attack, it's the attack. The consequence for not knowing it's the attack is so much greater than the consequence for guessing wrong. That's gonna hurt. But look at how much damage I've done. You're so close to stagger. Don't make me laugh. 2 sips. Alright, but you're probably 2 sips down. Again, just completely betting on the stagger. Just no head empty, mash jump attack. Didn't even jump that time. That's going to hurt the green. That's going to hurt the old green. You're not coming in. That's a rare double sip. Made a lot of progress there. That's a punish. I'll take it. I'll live with that, honestly. I'll die with that, maybe. Garrett, on this fight, it would be progress just to, when you see her go in the air, sprint. Even if you get punished on it. Easy enough punish. Okay, it's the wrong attack. We can catch that one as it comes. We just got to be fast. Honestly, big moves. You got me in panic mode for sure. She's not in the air yet. She's not in the air. I wouldn't recommend my course of action there. You know what? One way or the other, not our best fight, but our most deliberate fight. Okay, come on in. If I could roll faster, I would be pleased. That's bad. Initiates and... Oh, no! Whatever, you staggered her, you stopped her. We're dead. We're not dead. We jumped over it. Sekiro style. Panic rolls. Panic rolls win the day yet again. Time spent on the fight. We're basically paying for an education right now. I feel like we learned a lot. Good punish. You're close to getting staggered. This just doesn't feel right to me. This just doesn't feel right. That's our punish window, but I missed it. Oh no. Roll towards. That was better. That felt better. Again, I feel like we learned a lot on that one. It actually ended up being like the best we've ever gotten our HP down to, I think. Always turn this on. We could help other people, although I have to imagine, like, co-op is actually harder in some ways. I do feel like, well, I don't know, if a host got here, they gotta have a certain zuzziness to them, right? Whatever. If you hit me but you don't get lifesteal off of it, it's not so bad. Alrighty. It's not so bad. Favorite James Bond movie? I don't know. I think with James Bond, you gotta have like there's two criteria. You gotta have like a favorite, like serious James Bond, and you gotta have like a favorite silly. You have to have a favorite classic and a favorite modern. Let's put it that way. Now that's a punish. Like, my favorite modern James Bond is probably Casino Royale. I think GoldenEye is also really good. That was a good attack. My favorite classic James Bond, I mean, it's hard to go wrong with Goldfinger. He said Casino. No, we're not going to do the casino here. Because, honestly, you need to keep your mental high. That's the way your skill determines when you'll beat the boss. But your mental determines how much you're going to stand in your own way. I don't want to stand in my own way. We keep the mental strong. How's GoldenEye modern? It's almost 30 years old. Wait until you find out how old the modern lovers are, the modern defense in chess. Wait until you find out how old Modern Love by David Bowie is. I mean, even this Modern Love by Block Party, I mean, we're going on, you know, it's nearly 20 years old by now. Huge. Modern English, it's 300 years old. Modern Art Makes Me Want to Rock Out by Art Brutt. That strikes me as a 2004 jam itself. I'm dead. I took my hand off the controller. I said to myself, you missed your window to get away from it. Accept that. Wait until you find out how old Modern Humans are. 200,000. Modern Family, she's been on since 1985. Hello, Apollo. Running out of content for the Subathon? There's always Lost Ark. Just kidding. Just waiting on food. You do not, Mark Zuckerberg, you do not have my permission to restream my data. And you can use it in a non-commercial context, but you must give me attribution. You must say this song was provided by Kevin MacLeod, free of charge under Creative Commons license CC V-5.6. Here's a link to his Facebook page. Okay, that crit window is pretty small. You pretty much got to be right in there, huh? Great opportunity for this. And then bait and run. Mission fucking failed, for sure. Take a sip. I sampled you so many times in songs you don't even know. Honestly, literally, like, it doesn't bother me. I basically, and maybe this is too much of a hot take, I basically don't think you need to attribute me at all either. As long as it's like, you know, you're using it in an original context. But, like, I don't think there's ever been a situation where you're like, oh, what made you? Like, what really contributed to your growth on Twitch as a platform? Oh, somebody did React content, and they put a URL of my Twitch stream in the video description when it went up on YouTube. Fucking everybody who watched the video clicked the link in the video description, obviously, because that's how people find new content online. You do it as a nice gesture to say, like, you know, thank you for allowing me to use this content. I got impatient. You do it as a nice gesture. You do it because it's the right thing to do. I'm dead. I fucking lived. You do it because it's thank you for being a friend. Down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant. Exactly. A lot of people here have not taken the Blanche pill, and it shows. Get in there! Oh, saved! Stop that. Get some help. Okay, I'm just chilling. I'm backing it up. I'm double sipping. I think it's that kind of fight right here. Don't get greedy. This, you don't even know it yet. This could be like a 1 in 500 boss fight right here. Take your sweet time. There's phase 2. Come on, man. I thought that was it. I was like, this shit took you 5 hours? Put the overlay on. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait.
Is it Booba or Sokka? She's just like a flower? Miyazaki, stop trying to get me banned.
The scarlet bloom flowers once more.
It's okay, she's got like scarlet rot over her nipples and her butt crack. According to the FTC, that's not actually nudity. That's news.
You will witness true horror.
Rata?
Now, rot.
Oh no, you have scarlet rot powers. Nice try. Ah, fuck. Okay, so like legitimately, we actually need to take a moment to go find the cookbook. You know that, remember that cookbook that I scoffed at earlier and said I will never find? I think we should go back and take a little glance. I think in hindsight, actually, I just like to heal real quick. You honestly don't need it? No, I don't want to use my Dragonstone yet because I don't know if I want to upgrade the Dragon Claw. I feel like I might want to upgrade a different weapon, but we got other things that are top of mind right now, okay? Big Explosion's the only rot move. Okay, don't worry about it then. Don't sweat it. What about Rune Arcs? You guys gotta stop being little weasels, okay? And you know, I don't mean to call you a detestable animal. When I say that, I mean it in the same way that Randall was kind of a weasel on Recess. Or the way like that as soon as your teacher like announces an assignment, you're already scanning like the rubric in order to figure out how to game the system. We died on phase 2 the first time we saw it. That's very normal. All of it, you're like, how do we, well, what if it's a leap year? What if it's got to be at least 10 pages? Is there a maximum font size? Is there a maximum margin size? You got to stop, you just got to write the paper, okay? The less time you spend squirming trying to find the easy way out, the easier psychically it will be for you to just do the work. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Hold on. One of those. There we go. Teachers tell you to look at the rubric. That's a -2 take. Yeah, but they're not telling you to look at the rubric to be like, how could I, like, Atticus Finch this in the worst way possible to get an A despite putting in no work. They want you to look at the rubric so that you know what your, like, the specs of the work are. Not everything's a trick question. You've been watching too much Squid Game. You're gonna start licking the paper. Beautiful. Well, now it's weird to say. Now that there's like, now that I know that I'm dead. This is perfect timing for this. That was actually kind of close. But now that I know that there's a phase 2, I feel better about phase 1. Like, on a cognitive level, on a confidence level, now that I know that there's a phase 2, I'm like, well, then don't sweat phase 1 so much. It can't be that hard if they put a second phase after it. Copium. Middle third, middle third. That was obviously a joke. You need to read your humor rubric. You need to go back to comedy school, where your professor Don Rickles will teach you how to recognize a joke when you see one. And the Dean of Admissions, Amy Schumer, could give you a scholarship. Don't. Run? I did not run. Holy shit, I'm alive. Fuck you. Okay. Take a deep breath. We bled her. What's she doing? What the dog doing? What the blade doing? My name is Malenia. Bloody of McKella. Get another one? Huge. Should have known. I'd like to heal, please. I didn't think I would have to. I have to. I embrace it. Freaking Miyazaki delays, man. Do it, do it. Learn something about phase 2. When God gives you gators, you make Gatorade. Okay, phase 1, no sweat, man. Phase 2, don't get rotted. Don't get suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Now fight. What's your thing? Hitboxes? That's novel. Oh no. My everything. Sip me? Okay, so she's the sip punisher. You knew one of these two phases was gonna punish your damn sips. Fuck you! Yo, did you see Squeaks versus Ludwig race, by the way? Fair enough, fair enough. It's not like the bolus would have saved us there. Honestly, I didn't see all of the Squeaks versus Ludwig race, but I legitimately thought that was Ludwig's real torso, which I think is both a testament to the fact that Ludwig looks like he could have like a 6% body fat and like, I don't know, be 230 pounds of lean muscle mass, but also to the testament to the quality of that suit, man. Whatever shirt he was wearing, like, they did not skimp on the DPI on that one. Oh, come on! Phase 1's kind of free, huh? As long as she never does any of, like, the 8 attacks I can't dodge. I thought it was his real body, too. Honestly, I was, like, a little mad, and the madness was pure jealousy. I didn't even hit the right button for a crit that time. I'll just be dead. Like, I was mad. I was like, oh, now that you're on YouTube and YouTube doesn't have a clause in their TOS that's like, no male nudity on the above the waist. I was like, now you finally get to flex your real competitive advantage, being 6'8", 240 with a 5% body fat percentage, right? I see how it is. Like, some of us weren't blessed with those kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger genetics, and we have to, like, work for a living. But go ahead. Go ahead! That's your punish. You gotta hit the punish. Ludwig is not 6'8". If you have abs, you're 6'8". That's my take on things. Visible abs, come on. It's a race. That's a punish. No! Why am I crouched? There's no chance. The faster you accept there's no chance, the easier it is to get back up. Dude was really like, why'd people happy? As soon as I saw it, I went, why'd people happy? Diet Coke. Phase 1, definitely harder than Phase 2. There's nothing to fix about my why'd people happy. It's perfect as it is. Great start. One more. So worth. What about two-handing a great shield to survive that move? Look, I'm never gonna say never, okay? Because, like, I don't know, we could be stuck on this fight for 10 years. We could be stuck on this fight for 10 minutes. But the reason, like, if you lose to a gym leader in Pokemon, you have to change the Pokemon you're using is because, like, when you're going Zapdos versus Geodude, Zapdos doesn't have a dodge button. He's just kind of like a guy. You know, Zapdos can't just pepper him with lightning bolts and then have perfect dodge rolls and the perfect smoky eye. I have a lot of tools at my disposal that are not available to the average Pokemon trainer. Like, the circle button is the strongest defensive ability in video game history. So worth. So not worth. So yesterday. Fuck me. I almost lived. I almost lived.
Blade of Nicola.
Almost escaped. Bonk rating on this boss. I'm not going to do a smash or pass Elden Ring bosses. Because I don't want you to know that the only thing in the S tier is going to be every variant of the Erd Tree avatar. This is a really good start here. Definitely all those saplings can get it too. You know, like those large, they're like 50 feet long tree snakes. No doubt about that. All the dragons, that's a gimme. Hey, I was wondering, by the way, has anyone made a science-based dragon MMO yet? I know there was that one that was on Reddit that was supposed to come out. Even though the designer had no... Goodbye. Smash. Holy. I thought I lived. Like an ancient meme. That's a 10-year-old meme. It's not an 8-year-old meme. It's very funny. I always think about that. She made that post that was like, I am going to develop a 100% science-based dragon MMO. Ask me anything. And then people were like, do you have any experience making games? And she was like, none at all, but check out this concept art. And then people were like, this is not possible. You should really try making like a clone of Pac-Man or something like that. And then people were like, don't be toxic. Look, it might be hard. It might even be almost inconceivable. But anyone can do anything that they put their mind to. And then people were like, well, yeah, you know, she could like learn how to make games. Make some smaller games first that like would allow her to develop the skills necessary over the course of several years, if not decades, in order to be able to solo develop a 100% dragon-based MMO and handle all the net code, the game programming, the balance, the design, the art, the sound, etc., etc. People were like, no, she could just like, she'll just do it. She doesn't have to like put the work in. Don't be toxic and tell her she needs to like get experience. I've made a horrible mistake here. All right, that was just, I was just going complete idiot mode that time. You weren't there when the thread was made. Don't tell me that there was no one defending her. Do not speak the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. Wonder how she's doing, though. I love the idea of a science-based dragon MMO. You got some stam, huh? She's got some serious stam there. A Dex user has appeared in the chat. How long do you think this boss will take Dan? The thing is, you have to go on a journey to get here in the first place. The Dan of, you know, March 18th, 2022 is not going to be the same Dan that makes it to this fight. He'll have gone through a journey, perhaps even with some self-discovery. So I'm setting myself up for failure by basing it on old information. If he makes it to this boss, that's the ultimate punish. If he makes it to this boss and still has not leveled essentially any HP, I don't know if I could doubt him at that point, just because of the fact that he will have conquered some serious, like, challenges to get there. So in a weird way, fair enough, him making it this far would almost be like, I would be like, it might take him an hour. That's a good point. Thinking. Malenia can't steal your life if she kills you in one hit. It's Malenia? Malenia. Balegde. Sorry, I take your correction and respond with a bad faith meme. Ooh, what a shot. Staggered? You're staggered. Don't even pretend. I was getting... So you're healing off my corpse? I love what people are like, he's still going at it. He's still at this boss? Did you just go serve a prison sentence in a time dilation chamber? It's been like 25 minutes. Did you have a chore that you put off? That you were like, okay, fine, I'll do it now? And then while you were doing it, because it's a chore you didn't want to do, it felt like it took forever, but actually it was only like 15 minutes? Like, your sense of time is all bunged up, man. Your internal clock is busted. Every laundry day? I'm just going to say it. You're not going to make it in this world if you procrastinate laundry day. That's like the dream chore. Unless you have to wash your clothes in the river with one of those washboards. Like, it's the easiest task. Nice try. Just kidding. Okay, never mind. Let me reframe. If you have to go to a laundromat, then it becomes an annoying chore. If you have in-unit, in-house laundry machines, you have no excuse. Well, except for, like, you know, being burnt out. I'll give you that one. Sometimes even easy chores can feel like, you know, they're tough. Like, again, I was talking about it, like, last week. I was like, you know, I got to send, like, 6 PDFs to my accountant. But, you know, the deadline's not for a while. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do it a little later. I finally was like, you know, I let it build up to the point where I was like, I should really start sending this PDF. Because, like, the deadline for this particular thing is in, like, 10 days or something. I sent it last night. It took literally, like, less than 10 minutes. I was like, why the heck did I procrastinate this in the first place? I could have saved myself... It wasn't, like, a ton of stress. I could have saved myself, like, the limited mental overhead of being like, hey, just remember to do this before the exact last minute. In 10 minutes, like, if, you know, doing your taxes, I completely understand why you procrastinate that. Like, if you live in America, or Canada for that matter, because it's annoying as hell and it takes forever. Son. Hello, Simvicta. Hello. This is a tough boss. Are you here in Elden Ring yet? I could use any tip that is not take a shield. Takes 10 minutes on Wealth Simple if you only have job income plus cap gains. You know what? We love Wealth Simple. Exclamation point Wealth Simple in the chat. I don't know if it's still active. We did a sponsorship with... Yeah, well, look at that. We did do... It's still there. We did a sponsorship with Wealth Simple back in the day. I'm still... At the time it was true, and it's still true. I am a Wealth Simple user. I use Wealth Simple products, I would say, on a monthly basis right now. Nice try. Bad try. I'm healing. I don't care. You're not gonna punish. You're not gonna punish. Based und Bogelpilt. I'm going in. Punish. Punish me. Punish you. Punish me. Punish you. Yeah, punish you. Holy cow, I lived. Okay, so sprinting means you could live. It's not guaranteed. I'm leaning back. That's how you know it's a tough fight. I'm saving my FIFA mode for later. What the heck? Owned. Owned, owned. That's pretty owned. Oh no! Her window is so small, man. I can't believe we didn't get hit by that last one. Get some green. Heal up. Okay, just smack her. God, that attack is annoying. Holy cow. Well done. Well done. If you crouch right in front of her, it makes 2 of her combos not hit. Oh, baby. What's Wealth Simple? It's Canadian Robinhood, except not hated by investors for limiting the ability to purchase securities in a once-in-a-lifetime black swan event. And also, it's illegal in Canada to do payment for order flow. It's not to say they don't get compensated, you know, in other ways, but they can't take your order and then go to JP Morgan and be like, hey, we got like a plumber in Ohio here who wants to buy like a fractional share of Amazon. JP Morgan's like, well, let's make him pay a slight premium on that. I'll sell him mine for this. I don't know if that's exactly how that works, but I'm on the internet, so I'm going to pretend I know everything. Something like that? I don't know. Nobody understands payment for order flow. I don't know. It's like, so you submit your order to Robinhood, and then Robinhood goes like, wait a minute, processing. And then they go, hey, hedge funds, hedge funds, hey, wait, anybody, any takers? And then if they all go no, then they're like, okay, we're going to put that on the open market, and there's going to be like the minimal possible spread. It's something like that. No, not at all. Well, I said something like that. Being completely unlike something is, in many ways, the closest you can be to being like something, so... This is a problem. Crouch directly in front of her. I have no green. I should have gotten some green. Great punish, though. Now we're talking. Not good. Not good. I should be dead. I'm dead. This is just not even close. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. We gotta be fast when it comes to sprinting. The problem is, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I have a limiting belief. I'm like, oh, I'm too close to her to sprint. But when we full sprinted, even at a distance, she still hit us with it, which is bad because it makes life harder, but is good because it allows me to stop believing that I'm too close to make sprinting work for the first two attacks. Think about how fast she could chop an onion, though. Dude, honestly, can I tell you something? I've been cooking a long time. I've seen the video about how to chop an onion fast. I've tried to do it. I think it's a shape rotator thing. Eventually, I've just given up on trying to slice an onion in the way that Gordon Ramsay tells you to, and he can do it in like 5 seconds. And I just dice that shit on my cutting board. Like, I'm done with trying to do, especially that like horizontal cut before you do the final cut and then all the pieces get spit out diced. I'm not all about that. I'm chopping that shit up. I'm just doing 1,000 reps with my knife now. I've got 2 extra quality of life cooking tips for you. Anything that says dice garlic, don't dice it. Just slice it really thin. Like the guys in prison in the movie Goodfellas. If you enjoy garlic, you'll be able to see it and taste it a little bit more. And then also, it'll save you, I don't know, probably like 80% of the chopping time. You could use a jar of minced garlic. I'm not going to be upset with you. No. I was doing so well. Hold on. 5 flasks phase 2. Can we do it? I didn't even internalize that that's what was about to happen here. Get away from her! Holy cow, we didn't get hit! I crouched! The crouching! It arrived! Now, we can never rely on that actually working reliably, because I just mashed the button. I created a unique mashing pattern. Oh no. I'm dead. Hold on, I'm insane. I'm the best that's ever fought Malenia. No.
I am Malenia.
I'm still the best that's ever done it. It's just a rhythm game. I just gotta figure out what song it is. I don't think it's YYZ. But it depends, because there's like different parts of YYZ. There's the part in the middle where it goes like and then Geddy Lee is like the star of the show, and he goes and Neil Peart's like, I'm not gonna be upstaged, and then Alex Lifeson's like, forgot about me. Okay, sorry. Flawless performance incoming. This is not the right sync. Honestly, dude, you're gonna laugh at me. We kind of got something. We're gonna get hit by parts of that every time, but I'm starting, in my brain, I'm starting to figure out how we dodge most of it, at least. I couldn't articulate it to you. It's just a feeling. It's like people who can't read music, but they can play music. Like, that's not that bad. That was when he truly started to believe. I have no green. Any chance? I deserve that. That is like insane greed. Didn't see that one coming up. I should probably heal. Yeah, but you know what? We're getting somewhere. With the flurry, we're getting somewhere. Keep the flask high for phase 2. Get off your high horse, start summoning the Mimic tier. How bad at hard things do you have to be that, like, in your own game, taking the easy way out wasn't enough for you? Just watching someone do something hard because they're enjoying it tilts you. That is honestly, like, I mean, you're a self-doubter. And that's the saddest thing of all. I'm trying to open up a path to, like, greater enlightenment for you. If whatever you want to do in your own game couldn't bother me at all because I can't see it. But seeing someone else go through the struggle and being fulfilled by it, I mean, if that bothers you, you got to look in the mirror. Plus, I don't even have the belt. That's a horrible start. It's balanced with Ash summons in mind. Yeah, everybody knows, nobody cares. Like, it's good. Play the game however you want to play the game. It's also balanced, so if you press the circle button when the boss doesn't attack, most of the time you won't take damage. Does anyone know what her name is? Hey, yo, what's her name? Anyone up fighting Malenia? Blade of Ivanka? I'm going in. It's the rare be aggressive fight. The first part is kind of a race. I feel like she's gonna do her little flurry attack. Well. Nice flurry. Except for how it wasn't at all. You know what? She kind of looks like Misbegotten Warrior. I deserve that one. She kind of looks like Misbegotten Warrior. If I just, like, in my head imagine that I'm fighting Misbegotten Warrior, that's going to be a big confidence boost. There's some dangerous copium. It's Misbegotten Warrior. They just have a sword and a roar, and they do a lot of overhead attacks. So you just race. You start there, you tank some hits, you get a lot of staggers, you go straight for the crit, you're too late. I gotta be honest, Misbegotten's stagger window is a little bit longer than that, by probably a factor of like 7 or 8. My man's is actually starting to hallucinate. Isn't that what you wanted? Everyone's always trying to get me to, ooh, smoke weed. Not today. Imagine my surprise yesterday. 1 second. I'm insane. Imagine my surprise yesterday. I'm chilling at home. Ding dong. Doorbell pops off, okay? It's a package for my wife. Who's the package from? A little company called iHerb. I was like, what? My wife's buying previously illicit cannabis in the mail now? Turns out, it's yogurt-covered goji berries for the baby. The company just happens to be named iHerb, which I thought for sure was like, I deserve that one. I thought for sure it was gonna be Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kush. You had it? Yeah, I think I was pretty close on that one. I was probably only like one dodge away from beating the fight. Felt like I was right in there. Okay, honestly, sure, I'm almost dead. Okay, sure, I'm dead, but like, you got me. Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. Next one for sure. Yeah, I am Misbegotten. Blade of the Crucible Warrior fight. I am Misbegotten. Blade of the Crucible Warrior fight. Come on in. We always initiate. I'm leaving my runes there as a nice bonus for us in the future. If we get to phase 2, we can pick up our 0 runes. I tried to sprint away. I thought that was large attack. I'm gonna need you to tell me what button is the stagger. I hit L1 by accident. It's R1, that's correct. It is R1. How about a little sip? Excuse me? How about a little sip? How about a little My Beloved? Okay, how My Beloved? It puts her stagger range. She's been rendered vulnerable by the tenderness of my true feelings. Makes her 4% easier to stagger and reduces her physical damage absorption. She's still pretty strong even with it. Like, it's not a guarantee, but... I am Schmeat Davidson, Bane of Kanye. Twice a day, I think of the Pete Davidson picture. La. Oh man. In bed with your wife. Huge. I am going full greed mode, and we've remained largely unpunished. Like, imagine if instead of just initiating with jump L1, which I'm about to do right here, she read my input there, you know it's true. Yeah. Imagine if I just waited for her to attack, rolled, and then did a jump attack. The way the game has been played the whole time. That's resin. True, true, true. Okay, but you always initiate. Like, that's a given. She tried to Sasuke me. We're just dead. Sometimes you just die. It's just reps in the gym. Not every rep is the same. Not every side bend activates your obliques, okay? On some of them, if we're being honest, you're kind of just using like your lats. Okay, I wait for you to attack, okay? Then we hit you with one of those and we back it off a little bit. Then you Sasuke me. That's fine. That's not, we're still getting into good habits here, okay? I'm sipping twice. You know how Souls goes. Honestly, great attack. You dodge attacks, you punish on the dodge. You dodge attacks. Probably try getting just like some red at some point. Another 2 flasks down. That's so close. That's okay. She's almost dead. Lose patience. Rush in there. Stagger her. Take your crit. Hit her again as she gets up. Get some green. Return some green. You punish on the dodge. Pray. As long as you dodge away from her in the last one, we live. Because we leveled our HP. Like Taj Mowry, a smart guy. You're so lucky. You're so lucky you should have been staggered 20 times. That was better. We got it. Here's the thing. We got 90% of the way to the goal going John Daly mode. 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Drinking Budweisers on the course. Maybe you get lucky, you win 1 players championship like that. If you want to achieve a grand slam, you got to start doing Rory McIlroy strats. You got to start doing Tiger Woods strats, okay? You got to start doing things the right way and not asking for variance to win the lottery for you. So we wait for you to attack. We dodge and punish. We mash roll. Actually dodge all that for once. That's fair. That was a tough one. You gotta dodge towards her. It's hard because you want to dodge away from her because she's scary. But you actually want to... Oh, that hurts. You actually want to dodge towards her on that one. Give me 2 sips. That one was a panic roll. Fair enough. Okay, just give me a minute. You got to dodge towards her. Staggered? That's not good. Give me a sip and a sip. Initiate. She'll never see it coming. Huge. Got her weak arm. What's next? You can't kick me. I've played Sekiro. We're dancing. It took a while. It took a while for us to get back in the dance with one another. Mostly because I was doing a lot of that. Now we're dancing again. Backstab me? Let's go! Take a sip instead of taking some greed. What are you doing? What are we doing next? Didn't expect the follow-up. It's foolish of me. Apparently there's 20 follow-ups on that one. That's my... I'm going in one more. Terrible decision. I'm sipping. I'm sipping twice. That's the worst we've done on that one in a while. You see the light flickering on and off? It's back. It's brighter in here than it used to be. Holy cow. That would be fucked up if you forgot to pay the electric bill and they turned your devices off one at a time. They start with like your office light bulb. As long as they don't start with my fridge. I deserve to die on that one. Yeah, is this like... She's wearing the same helmet as Radon. Is this like Radon's sister or something? It can't be. Because, her name doesn't start with an R. It actually is her half-sister. His half-sister. Well, how about that? Another lore discovery sniped thanks to me. Make sure you give me attribution in the video description when you make your lore master videos, please. Surprise! Oh, man. You were so surprised. You were like, what? Jump attack? Ooh! You gotta roll into her? You gotta roll into her? You gotta dodge at all? That's fine. You don't Sasuke me, I Sasuke you. If you're lucky. How about one of these? No jump attack. The rare non-jumper. The rare jumper. Oh, the kick is like unstaggerable. She gets controller port priority. Deserved. I was doing nothing. I was doing nothing. I was just mashing jump attack. I would plug the controller in the other port if I had another USB port available. Unfortunately, I do not. They're all spoken for. I have an essential oils diffuser plugged into 3 of them at the same time. Worth. Nope. I interrupted you. You just keep attacking, huh? That's what we want to see. How about one of these? I was extreme copium. I thought I didn't drink my Diet Coke at the start of this fight. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. The people want a pizza cut. We tried it the first time, but to be honest with you, the pizza, her stagger window is so small. We're not even revved up by the time she gets back up. However, what if we crit her, and then when she's getting back up, which is a longer window, then we rev the pizza cutter and see if we can just endlessly stagger her. Okay, I'm exactly off sync. That's not where you want to be. Huge. Opposite of huge. Teeny. Yo, stop Sasuke. It's so cringe. That was an incredible dodge. Nothing but respect. I jumped, so she hit me 2 times on the overhead. She got me once up here and once up here. Wait until he learns there's a phase 3 with a 10-foot tall misbegotten. Honestly, you've just motivated me to beat phase 2. I know it's not true, but as George Costanza says, it's not a lie if you believe it. Now, let's try a new strat. We interrupted her unskippable attack. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's better. As long as we have the green to manifest it, I think there's a certain je ne sais quoi. How about one of those? That's called using the terrain to your advantage. I'm leaving and sipping. I got too scared. That's bad. Yep. Okay, fair enough. If you read the lore, you know she hates pizza. I mean, I think I would hate pizza. Sorry, my beloved. I think I would hate pizza too if I was dead, because that would mean that I couldn't eat it. Which is probably the only reason that anyone ever could hate pizza. I recognize that that sounds like what like a small child would say. But pizza gotta be close to the most beloved food on the planet, if not the most beloved food on the planet. It's polymorphic. You can have it on a bagel, for example. You can have it in a miniature form. It can be square. It can be circular. It can be all of these things and more. It can have vegetables. It can have meats. It makes the vegetables on it superior. It's the most fun way to eat arugula. Great attack there. That one threw off my whole mojo. I'm just going to be honest. If we hit that attack where I 9 o'clocked when I should have nooned, she's done, man. Quesadilla, kind of like a pizza, is true. Going to Italy in May, gonna eat so much dang pizza. I would do the same. I hear they got great Domino's there. Papa Giovanni's. You can eat pizza anywhere? Yeah, that's true. If you're going to Italy, don't eat something like pizza. You can get it anywhere. Eat something exotic like spaghetti. Mix it up a little bit. Worth. I'll take one flask. Oh, I'm dead. There's just no chance. You're not with 1% of your HP. I don't think so. Worth. Pizza in Italy was kind of a letdown. I'm not trying to sound so well traveled, okay? I've never been to Italy. But I feel like I like Italian style pizza. Because I once was like, I don't eat like normal pizza most of the time. One of my favorite pizzas is a little unusual. Prosciutto di Parma, fior di latte, little bit of ricotta, and some basil. And then everybody in chat from North America went, "What? No pepperoni?" And everybody in chat from Italy said, "My brother in Christ, that's just pizza." So just from this alone, I have to assume that I'm more of an Italian pizza kind of guy. Help. You need to bleed. Help. I got the bleed trigger. I gotta go. I got no stand. Close. Close to living, at least. Also, look, I'm like not this kind of guy. Like, if anything, I'm like a libertarian. I think everybody should be able to do anything. I think you should be able to commit murder if you can pay the cops a big enough bribe that they decide it's in their best interest not to investigate, okay? That's my political compass. But I actually... Have you ever looked at the nutritional information on pepperoni? It should be illegal to sell it. So we made some homemade pizzas. We bought a bag of pepperoni. As long as we're talking about the ratios of ingredients, like, I don't even want to talk about it. Because one container of cheese was like 2 pizzas. The pre-made crusts came in a 4-pack, and you needed 2 sauce containers to do it. But the pepperoni lasted like 10 pizzas. But every slice of pepperoni is 10 calories. And a slice of pepperoni is like a centimeter in diameter. That's crazy. It's gotta be, like, don't get me wrong, I like the flavor of pepperoni. I liked it more before I knew that the average slice of pepperoni pizza had like 200 calories of pepperoni on it alone. Like, I feel like could you just put like pure, like, royal icing on my pizza instead? This is such greed. Could you just, instead of giving me a pepperoni pizza, can you just give me like a slice of cheese pizza and a beer? I'm sipping. Okay, you're half dead. Focus. This is actually okay. That's less okay. Focus. Good focus. Good focus. We did it. This is not a bad take. I'm not saying eat less calories. I'm saying deploy your calories more effectively than pepperoni. Like, even a little pepperoni, like a couple of slices, is probably like okay. But like, I know there's people out there that are probably eating like pepperoni sandwiches. You gotta check that, man, because like, you're actually, I'm being sincere with you, it's harming you. It's harming you more than it's helping you. Like, I don't want to be at the pearly gates. Had a heart attack at age 57. St. Peter's like, how did that shit happen? And I'm just like, oh, I just mindlessly ate like mini pepperonis out of the fridge. Like, that's not how I want to go. I'm gonna do a rare triple sip, please. A little triple sip? Triple sip me? We don't need a triple, come on. Settle for a little stagger. A little jump attack stagger. 3 flasks down, but that's okay. She's almost dead. Good hit. I'm going in. Stop rolling! She keeps getting hit by a pressure wave, man. You're so lucky. Oh my god. Input reader. Input reader. Input reader. F you, I'm gonna make a pizza with a pepperoni crust. That'll show me when you're dead. Look, there's probably things that people have died for, and then when they, like, were looking down at their body as they were floating up, they were like, that was worth it. I'm glad I did that. I saved a drowning child in exchange for my life. Wow, that's honorable. No one's gonna be like, and then they're gonna be, like, going up, and they're gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I wouldn't trade all that pepperoni I ate and wasn't even, like, mindfully enjoying. I would definitely do that again in exchange for, like, 15 years of my life. Or can't they just, like, engineer, like, a pepperoni that tastes the same but is, like, not poisonous? Get staggered. They gotta be able to do it. Okay, you got me. Like, can't you just, like, crossbreed a pepperoni that is, like, 3 calories a slice instead of 10? Can't you just make, like, a pepperoni fuck a carrot and then is that not how this works? This is a really good start for me. I'm dead easily. Did her health bar even spawn? $10 calories a slice is what you're upset about? Yeah, because the slice is like, it's like the size of a quarter. The slices were not thick. They were average pepperoni size, I'm telling you. It's pizza, you have worse problems? No, man, definitely the pepperoni was the worst part of the pizza. I'm not saying, like, meat is always worse for you than bread. I'm just saying, like, the pepperoni is definitely worse for you than the pizza crust. Not all meats, but the pepperoni, like, it might be the worst meat for you on a macronutrient breakdown. I have to imagine it's up there. Maybe, like, pork belly beats it? Help. There's no way that's true. I mean, it's either that or, like, bologna or something, man. People are like, you ever look up the calories in cheese? Well, I mean, the cheese is going to be also calorie rich, don't get me wrong. But look at the density of calorie for a slice of pepperoni versus cheese. Like, if I ate a pepperoni ingot that was the size of my cheese ingot, it would be like, it would probably be 500 calories. Cheese is worse. You guys, honestly, I'll see you in heaven. Keep a chair warm for me, because you're going to be there like 20 years before me. Let's try a Morgan Spurlock diet, okay? All pepperoni diet versus all cheese diet? Well, that's not what we meant. Hold on, I'm perfect. I'm owning you. Cheese is pure fat, pepperoni is fat and protein. Pepperoni is not a protein-rich meat. Like, you got to evaluate versus the counterfactuals. I'm not saying, like, take all... I'm not saying just eat pizza crust. That's asinine. All I'm saying with you is that maybe instead of pepperoni, have like some chicken or something like that. Or at least go in with like Italian sausage or something like that. Something superior in flavor and probably roughly equivalent in terms of its caloric content. The goalposts are moving? Okay, well, I didn't realize that there were a lot of, like, pepperoni mill airs in the chat. Pepperoni, when I said completely seriously that pepperoni should be illegal, I gotta be honest, that part I didn't actually mean in a literal sense. Cheetos aren't that bad for you. Have you ever looked up the calories in peanut butter? Good take. Very, very smart take. Any cardiologists in the chat? Hold on. Pop up here, please. Go ahead. I'm not scared. Okay, that one... You pretty much gotta be point blank if you're gonna stagger that one. What even is pepperoni? Pepperoni... I got... Okay. Look, you stun-locked me here, okay? Pepperoni, 5 calories per gram. Cheese, 3 calories per gram. How about that? It's got 2x the well, okay, let's be honest. It's got 1.65 the calorie density of cheese. I did. And any chatters in chat? Kate came into my office and said, did you see that From Software announced that there's a hidden wall that you have to hit 50 times in order to get it to pop? She's pretty tough so far. I don't know. We might take us a couple hours. She's tough. I mean, we're like not even close, honestly. We got a long way to go. You got to get out of there as soon as you see the bleed trigger. I have seen her face too. It's true. It is pretty pog. Hold on, I can't get distracted right now. I'm stun locked in chat. I found a horrible take that's scientifically false I need to respond to. So I can't believe someone in chat just said protein is more calorie dense than fat. You gotta look up the basic table of macronutrient breakdowns. Protein is 4 calories per gram. Run. Fat is 9 calories per gram. You've been fed fake news, or like, I don't even know. Maybe your dad owns like a peanut butter factory or something. In which case, don't kill me. I hope it's one of the cool ones. What about carbohydrates? Also 4 calories per gram. You guys don't have a... No! You think I don't have the receipts? This is like basic biology. I'll pivot off the calorie talk when Chad admits that they're wrong, and pepperoni is worse for you than cheese. You're gonna say cheese is worse than pepperoni? It's not. This is gonna become the new kangaroo video. Are you saying it's better for you than cheese, or are you taking the absolutely asinine take that these two foods are both exactly the same? Which seems like impossible. Okay, hold on. You gotta dodge towards. Give me a little towards. Give me a little away. Look, hot dogs I'll give you, okay? I would rather eat a little pepperoni over a hot dog. That being said, I'm kind of feeling like a hot dog right now. I'm also kind of feeling like some pepperoni right now, to be honest with you. Now that we've been talking about it so much. Don't Sasuke me. Hold on. How are you only 70% dead? The question... hold on, I gotcha. The question is not what creates more calories on a pizza, cheese or pepperoni. I will say, unless you fuckers are saucing your... or cheesing your pizza up like crazy, I think you probably break even at like 8 small slices of pepperoni. I think it's less than you think. No one's making your pizzas without cheese, but you can make them without pepperoni. Okay, hold on, hold on. I'm free. 8 slices? You crazy? I forgot everyone in America lives in New York or Wisconsin. A pizza slice, we gotta delineate the size of it, okay? Chicago deep dish might get you on the cheese. I mean, 1 slice of Chicago deep dish nullifies the conversation. You should not be talking about caloric count if you're eating Chicago deep dish. It's like every slice that you eat is probably like 1,200 plus calories, I'd have to guess. I'm not upgrading my weapon. The pizza cutter is already plus 10. I'm not upgrading the dragon claw until we maybe see if there's a better weapon, because I don't know how many ancient dragons somber smithing stones apply in every single run, so I'm saving one. Help me. You're putting more effort into arguing than beating the boss? You're putting an infinite amount more into arguing than you are into beating the boss. So don't even start with me, you damn hypocrite. Okay, 1 second. I didn't know that that had range. I thought that was a short range attack. Seven ancient sombers per playthrough? Alright, that's pretty good. But the other thing that's worth noting is we are not 1 level weapon upgrade away from winning. Although it does matter. I'm just... Go ahead, tweet it. Can we get... Is any verified streamers in chat right now with like larger followings than me? I see your clips sometimes on livestream fail. You're like, I was watching NL play this. Out yourselves, okay? And then tweet. What's worse for you, cheese or pepperoni? And then don't look at the replies that have like their car as their avatar. Look at the replies where they have like a lab coat, okay? Don't look at somebody that knows... I'm dead. Exactly how much a Domino's pepperoni pizza costs. Like, ask somebody who knows how to like do a titration. Yeah, ask Ludwig. He has 4% body fat. Nobody with a soccer player as an avatar, please. I have a master's in chemical engineering. Is that good enough? Okay, well, it depends on your answer. What's worse for you, pepperoni or cheese? Thankfully, neither. That doesn't even make any sense. What you've just said makes no sense. Also, I didn't know if that was you who replied. I should mention that. I'm not trying to scam the people out of a chemical engineer answer. I just picked a random chatter and read their message. That was a great shot. I'm doing my PhD in chemistry. Hold on. And the worst answer is it depends. Okay, so academic spotted. But I'd probably say the greasy, caloric dense meat is worse. Confirmed? The smartest person in chat says pepperoni's worse. How about that? That's why I eat so many Takis. The spiciness of them gets your metabolism amped up. I have read that, but that was back in the early 2000s when no newspapers had fact-checking. I definitely read an article on weight loss that was like 10 surprising tips for weight loss. Eat spicy food. Hey, it's known that spicy food actually causes your metabolism to increase. She's bleeding. She's bleeding. Back off. That's huge. Okay, get your head back in the game. Dude, she was stunned. Did you see that? She didn't know what to do. She's like, she's trying to punish me when I hit a My Beloved, but if I'm not hitting My Beloveds, she's got no chance. Okay, she's got a chance. She's got a chance. According to the Domino's Pizza Calometer, per slice, cheese adds 100 calories while pepperoni adds 40. Yeah, but you're getting like twice as much cheese. Like, it's not... If anything, that's an indictment of Domino's. They should be putting more pepperoni per slice on the pizza. That's like saying, oh, you know, that doesn't even hold a candle to the crust. Hey, can I get a crustless pizza, please? I just don't... Give me a crustless pepperoni pizza. I don't want those carbs. Hold on, hold on. Then give him one of these. Then... Didn't get staggered. I still think calories is the wrong way to determine healthiness. Okay, let's take calories out of the equation. What do you think is better for you, cheese or pepperoni? Let's look at, like, degree of processing, what it's made of in the first place, sodium content, for example. You think cheese is worse for you? You guys, you've lost your minds. I already know we're deep in the, like, I had to turn off the stream after this. You've lost your mind. I'm not talking about craft singles. Oh, you asked which is better? Okay, never mind. All right, I just wanted to be mad. Sorry, I people talked myself into a... Everybody's okay, all right. You guys are all, you're sane. Both are terrible for you? I think pepperoni's terrible for you. I don't think cheese is terrible for you. I think in moderation it's fine. I'm not a nutritionist, by the way. It's very fatty. So what? Are you living in 1996? Cheese, I think, has some nutritional benefit. And the nutritional benefit for pepperoni is taste good. I would rather have ground beef on my pizza than pepperoni. I mean, that's just asinine. At least ground beef, or at least pepperoni has flavor. Like, I'm not trying to kick pepperoni out of the pizza pantheon. I'm just saying it's stunning to me that they could sell pepperoni without, like, a Surgeon General's warning on it. That was what started the whole conversation. And then I forgot everybody in chat wants to fuck pepperoni. They can't handle the slightest bit of constructive criticism about pepperoni. I just think there should be a photo of, like, a man's enlarged heart on the bag so that when you buy it, like, you know what you're getting into. The same way, like, when you buy cigarettes, it has, like, an x-ray of somebody's lung on it. And then on cheese, go ahead. There should be a photo of a shirtless bodybuilder smiling and eating, like, a little bit of it. All right, I'm putting the cork in the pepperoni conversation. I'm just, at least if you're watching, here's my take-home message. If you're watching this and you care about your health, you might not, which, you know, I go through phases as well. But if you're watching this, you care about your health, and you eat a lot of pepperoni, perhaps consider investigating at least using an alternative meat. Anything in moderation, including moderation, sure. Help. But, like, don't be afraid to maybe be like, you know what, instead of pepperoni sandwiches this week, we're going to get like a little sliced turkey breast or something. It's still probably not perfect for you, but it's an improvement at least. Okay, this is how I win. This is how you beat me. Congrats. Congrats on your victory, Malenia. At least get salami. That's the thing. Like, salami is actually just superior both in flavor and, I mean, probably roughly the same in terms of health. But salami is at least, it tastes better. Like, if you're gonna eat pepperoni on its own, you might as well just skip the middleman. Why don't you just go to the deli counter and say, hey, give me like 12 ounces of mock chicken and macaroni loaf? Why don't you just go up and go, hey, give me that, you guys got any square bologna back there? You guys got any of the weird meat that has, like, pimentos in it? Hold on. Run me back. Run. Then go in. Hold on. I'm cracked again. The anger gave me strength. What the hell is macaroni loaf? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know. But it is something you'll see at a deli counter here. Help. Good hit. Good hit. We respect those. The Malenia Respector is logged on. I just Ralphed all over my desk. This message sent to you from the 1980s. Who says Ralphed anymore? Yacked! Yacked, I'll accept. Ralphed? Spewed? I'll allow spewed. You ever been to Yuck Yucks in Ottawa? What was that jellyfish? That was someone wearing a hat. I've never been to the Yuck Yucks Comedy Club in Ottawa. I have been to the Yuck Yucks in my hometown of Kingston a couple of times. I wouldn't say that we necessarily get the top tier acts. Just being honest. Not trying to be rude to Glenn Foster or Mike McDonald, not the one from the Doobie Brothers, or Nikki Payne or whatever. But, like, it gets the noteworthy Canadian comics, but no, like, world comic. You know, it's never going to be like Dane Cook's coming to play at the Just for Laughs next to stages. Did you know Kingston was once the capital of Canada? That's true. Kingston, it was once the capital of Canada. Its biggest tourist attraction is Fort Henry, a fort that was the reason, I think, that we were the capital of Canada. Fort Henry, I've been to it too many times, but if I was being honest, probably my favorite field trip of my entire life was to Fort Henry. In 7th grade, hold on, this is important. In 7th grade, huge, get out of there. We did a sleepover at Fort Henry. which was like a combination, like history lesson plus social engagement plus haunted house. It was like a ghost tour plus, come on. Help, help. A ghost tour plus a sleepover. It was nice. It was a night in a fort before I knew what that meant. I did the exact same trip when I was in 7th grade. Dude, it was sick. Fort Henry, honestly, I'm being legitimate with you, is kind of goated. Because also, for special occasions, they turned the fort into a restaurant. And the restaurant's pretty sick. I'm just gonna let you kill me this time. I've given up on you.
Blade of Malenia.
We did that at Fort York, pretty great. It's nice, you know, in the winter season, you drive across the causeway, you go to Fort Henry, a man in 1800s officer garb asks you whether you want light meat turkey or dark meat turkey, and then you go, is it possible to get a little bit of both? And then he looks at you as only a good waiter can and says, I think we can make that happen. Everybody should have that experience once in their life. Okay. Dodge. Dodge. Backstab. Pizza cutter. Stop being so accurate, I hate it. That's because you can't be like NL's got his finger on the pulse of what the modern man thinks and then disagree with the pepperoni take, okay? If you think I got my finger on the pulse, then I got my finger on the pulse of everything. We're not going back to pepperoni. We're going to Fort Henry. What's better for you, light or dark meat turkey? That's a good question. Here's what I would say about that. Unlike pepperoni pizza, there's only like one day a year where turkey's ubiquitous in our society, so I wouldn't waste the cognitive energy concerning yourself with it. Owned. Sip me. Don't bleed me. You know what? We're both lucky. How's that for a take? We're both lucky. Every food has its place, though. You know, like, I do see, like, when I was growing up, if you ate chicken thighs, people looked at you like you wanted to die. They're like, what? I'm dead. They're like, what? Dark meat chicken? Are you crazy? And then, like, people started to not be so scared of meat that has a slightly higher fat content. But now I almost feel like people have gone too far the other way, where people are like, if you ever eat a chicken breast, you're compromising. And I'm like, man, there's every port in a storm. I don't want to eat like a chicken thigh Caesar salad. You gotta have a chicken breast on a Caesar salad. By the same token, you know, if you're like nobody's making sticky chicken breast in the air fryer, man. If you're doing something like that, an Asian-inspired saucy chicken, you want the thighs. It's that simple. There's to each according to its merit, from each according to its macronutrient breakdown. Please, please. I don't have infinite green, unlike some people. That was huge. I'm not even looking. I'm not even looking. My friends always give me shit for eating chicken breast. That's it. I'm not saying it's... If you had to give me only one for the rest of my life, okay? I'm taking legs. If I can only take one, I'll take thighs, okay? If I can only take white meat or dark meat, I'll take dark meat. But I still want the white meat chicken as well. For some purposes. Thighs are the worst? Come on. A thigh beats the drumstick any day of the week. Not for fried chicken, but that's a different use case. In terms of just pure flavor, the thigh beats the drumstick. Drumstick and breast, though, kind of the goated fried chicken configurations. If I was, I think I've reached the level. I haven't eaten at Swiss Chalet in a long time, okay? But like, at Swiss Chalet, one of the most popular dishes is a quarter chicken. And they ask you what, oh, goodbye. They ask you what quarter you want. You can get a breast, or you can get a leg. I had always been the breast. For sure. However, I think as an adult now, I've kind of entered like half chicken territory. Do they give you a breast and a leg, or would it be possible to get 2 legs or 2 breasts? Are they, at Fort Henry, they'd be like, I'll see what I can do, and they'd give you a wink or something. At Swiss Chalet, I think they'd be like, come on, man. I got a lot of tables. I've never seen anything but breast and leg. I mean, you know, here's what I'll say about that. As much as I might want to go breast, I think that's too much food. 2 chicken breasts is too much food. A breast and a leg, I could take that. I could live with that. I'm not checked out. It's just hard. It's just you know, again, gamers are not used to something actually challenging them to do anything except remember the 3 digits on the back of their credit card. So when you see someone not succeeding, it looks like they're not trying. I promise you, I'm putting an effort into this. It's just gonna, you got to get some reps in the gym. Then if we're being realistic, you probably also got to take a sleep to codify that stuff in your brain. And then you come back on Monday and you crush it. I mean, like, we're never getting hit by that attack again. We'll get hit by this one every time, apparently. Sasuke! That's a good grab. Someone in Smash has a grab like that. It looks like Captain Falcon's grab. What's better or worse for you? A chicken drumstick or an ice cream drumstick? So the answer is obviously the worst thing for you is the ice cream drumstick, but I don't even want to say it. Actually, the chicken drumstick is worse for you because if you eat the bone, you'll choke and die. Nice miss. Nice miss. That actually staggers you if you weren't kicking. What did I tell you? Get in there. You got to be fast. All right. That happened fast. It is funny, though. Like, this is... it tilts me so much less than the Radon fight. Just because of the... It's literally the run-up. We diagnosed it appropriately. At least you're back in the fight like 2 seconds later. You don't have to dodge like a bunch of glowing blue arrows just to go in and get 2-tapped. Come on, man. This is not where you want to be. She's in endless sicko mode. I'm in sippo mode. She's in sicko mode. We are not the same. There you go. You really only have to be like nearly perfect. It's not even that big of a deal. The kick is unstaggerable, which is why you probably don't initiate without knowing what attack she's going to do. That's very important. We can get a double sip out of this. How about that? How about break the wrist, roll away? Not good. How about this? How about we die? How did this man get to Malenia already? I mean, literally the last 25 bosses we fought died in like under 10 attempts for sure. So we made a lot of progress very quickly. We also spent a very minimal amount of time getting lost because we had chat hand-holding, which was very important in terms of overall efficiency. Okay, take one of these. I don't get the pizza cutter, but I'll live with that. No Sasuke's here. I accepted it. Okay, now, so you're saying there's a chance. No kicks? One more? Every time, man. Miyazaki's delays. Okay, I don't necessarily think we should have lived through that one, but we did. I thought you were calling me lucky because I lived. I think you're calling me lucky because I got to see her feet. Come on, I had you dead to rights. Give me 2 sips. Don't be proud. Don't be proud. Three of those? Phase 1, 3 of those? You said Fort Henry was a good field trip. What was a bad one? I can't remember that many field trips from my school days. I remember we went to an apple orchard in 3rd grade, but that was like a sick field trip. It might sound like boring, but I was like 8, and it was the first time I got to drink apple cider, and I was like, that's pretty sick. We went on a couple of ski trips. You know, the skiing was... I would just maintain, skiing is easier when you're a child than when you're an adult. Because falling when you're a child is fun, and falling when you're an adult, like, hurts you in ways you didn't know you could be hurt. You're further away from the ground, and you have more mass. So, like, you're just creating, like... There's much more force when you actually impact the ground. I had a great time on the ski trips, but also... I did not live in a ski-rich environment, so we had to take a bus trip, like 2 hours to get there. Which is nice, because you get 2 hours of socializing with your friends on, like, a Wednesday. And you're like, ooh, this is exotic. We're going to Peterborough to go to Devil's Elbow. We went to the Museum of Civilization in Hull a couple times. Which was also, that was fun. Again, that's the first time I ever saw Shrek. Was a VHS on a bus. On the way back from the Museum of Civilization. Turning point in my life. I didn't know I'd still be thinking about the movie, you know, nearly 30 years, well, over 20 years later. Nice try. Yeah, it was a different world. Like when you had to get a good seat on the bus so you could... I'm dead. You had to get a good seat on the bus so you could see the TV. Watched some good bus movies. We definitely watched A Night at the Roxbury on the bus in like 8th grade, which is kind of funny to think back. I feel like that probably wouldn't fly nowadays. I watched Grease on a bus. I honestly thought we had that one. You watch Borat on a bus? Did your teacher get fired? Promoted? Did you go to school at comedy school? Was Don Rickles your professor? Actually, I can think of one pretty bad trip, okay? In 8th grade, this is another classic, like, Eastern Ontario trip. We took the Thousand Islands ferry from Gananoque to Alexandria, New York to visit Bolt Castle. 2 reasons it kind of sucked, okay? First one, at Bolt Castle, I was hungry. So I got a chicken burger from the canteen. When I bit into the chicken burger, the middle of it was pink and ice cold. So I went back to the canteen and was like, hey, my chicken burger is like raw. And they were like, okay, we can make you another one. And I was like, I don't have time because the ferry's about to leave. Like, they're not going to hold the ferry for like 100 people so that one dude can get a properly cooked chicken burger. They got like very important, rigorous, like embarking and disembarking times, right? So I guess I was just like, hey, you know, just so you know, you got to cook those things a little longer. And then the other reason, my mom was the chaperone. And I was at an age where I was like, I would have a lot more fun on this field trip if my mom wasn't the chaperone, because I got to be like home Ryan instead of school Ryan. And school Ryan wasn't afraid to cut up a little bit. Home Ryan was like a much nicer, you know, much more gentle soul. I don't know why I thought that was blades. All she left me with were my bones. Do an attack I can punish. Thank you. Stop doing that, though. That's too much. When is it gonna be enough for you, Malenia? Which Ryan are we getting right now? I mean, this is school Ryan. No question. But I would say rather than real Ryan becoming more like home Ryan, they fused at some point. You know, as soon as you become like a peer to your parent instead of like a subordinate in all ways, I think that's when your personality really unifies, you know? Like, I say the F word in front of my mom. I'm a 33-year-old man with a kid. You think she can't handle the F word? Doesn't bother me at all. Now, if she was like, stop swearing, I would be like, okay. Because I respect her. I don't want to make her uncomfortable. But that's her problem. That's not my problem. Okay, now towards. Nailed it. Only very nearly died. Alright, that was good. Coding interview prep tips? I wouldn't know. I've never done one. Shower. Shower would be a big one. That's a soft skill. I don't have any hard skill recommendation for you. But shower, if you weren't planning, if you were like, maybe I don't know if I got time to shower, you got the time. Shower, brush your teeth, put on deodorant. That'll smile. Ask them questions about how they run their business. When they say any questions, don't just be like, no. It sends a message that you would take whatever job is available. Almost had it. I think we've got this. If we delay the phase 1, phase 2, panic roll, panic roll, panic roll. Phase 3, panic roll. You got to take one pause. You got to take a half measure rest. And then we're in there. So you're going to go like, you're going to hold your breath like you're in open water. And then you're going to go, and then you're going to get in. Hello, Chibli. Chibli, watch this, okay? When you get to this boss, I'm going to show you how to defeat her, okay? A lot of people will tell you she's like hard. She's actually pretty easy. The only thing that's hard about her is that she has like one attack that is impossible to avoid. And then also every time she hits you, including with the unavoidable attack, she heals all the HP damage you've done to her over the course of the entire game up to that point. Hold your breath. I panic rolled instead of... I didn't do a... I panic rolled. Next time. Or on Monday. Hardest boss in the game? I don't know. I mean, there's Tree Sentinel level 1. Tree Sentinel before you have a horse. That's something. I'm more, like, the longer this goes on, the more flabbergasted I am that we got to phase 2 like 2 times in a row. Like, what the hell was I on earlier? You know what? It's probably because I had some cheese before the stream. And it juiced me up a little bit. And now I'm thinking about pepperoni is slowing down my brain arteries. G Fuel's wearing off. You guys get me my own G Fuel deal? Exclamation point G Fuel in the chat. It's egg over easy flavored. Scrambled egg G Fuel. Here's the thing though. I don't just want like a flavor and an affiliate code. I want to custom design my own nootropic stack. Because I don't want the nootropic stacks to be what they normally are, which is to like maximize gamer power. I want it to maximize rhetoric, okay? Get me out of here. Like, I don't really want your reaction time to be better. I want your Broca's area and your Wernicke's area to be fucking lightning quick. I want you to be able to put together withering sentences in response to the slightest bit of criticism at lightning speeds. Call it banter fuel. You'd take less damage if you removed your Scar Seal Talisman. That's true. I'd also do less damage because I wouldn't have the stats to be able to wield my weapon. So it's, you know... I'm not going to say never, because you never know how desperate we're going to get here. Maybe a pacifist route is the only way we're going to be able to accomplish this. Just two-hand both of them. Hold on, I got an idea. You know, should we use a rune arc? I've been really, like, kind of trying to keep them like doled out as slowly as possible because I only have 103. Okay, fine. I'll use a rune arc. Like, I just don't want to get addicted to the stats from a rune arc and then be like, then run out, you know? I'd rather save them for a boss that's actually hard. You delaying son of a gun. Give me a double sip. Dude, thanks to the rune arc stat upgrade, my sips are so fast. Don't. You know what? Take one of those. I normally wouldn't use such violent language. -1 arc. We got 2 minutes left, 1 minute left. That's like 6 or 7 attempts. I'm not using another rune arc. That's as deep as it's gonna go. I'm not getting addicted to the sauce. Yeah, what about a throwing knife? Oh, I'm out, unfortunately. I used them all on the tree sentinel. I mean the Scarlet Rot Erd Tree avatar. That's a new attack. You didn't used to delay that. I've lost a lot of respect for you. I didn't know you were a delay user. Start calling you Tom, like Tom Delay. I gotta go backwards on this one. There's like no window. Okay, then we got a pizza cutcha. I waited too long. I think she's saved. Okay. Sip me. I'm pretty close to using you delay and son of a gun. I'm pretty close to using chib strats and just turning into a candelabra. And he poured in a storm, man. Okay, maybe one bleed trigger would do it. My god, it's happened. Now don't get hit by that. You know what? I'm sipping, man. I want to stay here. You know what? You better make this a good one. I only got 98 of those. Immediately? Sip me. Terrible decision. Sasuke! Just let me... Like, I just want to sip and then fight you as an equal, okay? That's not happening. Okay. Let me see if my wife's ready to stream. Hey, at least we made it to the third... to phase 2 for the third time. Hello. Are you ready to stream? Smiley face. I would like my rune arc back, honestly. After everything we went through there, I would like... I didn't even get to use it. You should give me my rune arc back. Like when that lady, Liana on Survivor was like, Xander, can I have your immunity idol? And he was like, no, but you can have this fake. I think Liana should have gotten her advantage back. Because that's not fair that she used it and it fizzled. Like, come on. How is that fair? I'm dead. Yeah. Owned in the marketplace of ideas. She shouldn't have told a blabbermouth about it. Minor episode 2 spoilers for Survivor. Hey, I'm not a Survivor expert, but how would you rate the strategy and tactical decision of finding an immunity or a beware advantage, immediately telling 2 of the other people on your tribe about it, and then also the 2 people that you told then told everybody else. Would you say that would be like a positive decision or a negative decision? That had to hit. Never mind, I'm okay. And then losing it in the forest, and then the preview for the next episode looks like someone stole it from you. I'm like, come on, Mike! You're my bald representation on the show here. Come on. Hold on, I'm Zuzzy. Oh, and then immediately another attack. Sure, okay. That makes sense. Don't forget, you gotta dodge towards the blade on some of these. Let us know next week if that person actually drowned. Okay, I'll let you know. I don't think that they're gonna let Roxroy drown. I think that's the sort of thing that probably would have come out about the show. They would have been like, on this season of Survivor, someone literally dies. You gotta dodge towards her. But they definitely did cut the episode trailer to look like he dies. Headphone cord? How can he die if he has an immunity idol? Excuse me. Roxroy doesn't have an immunity idol. No spoilers, please. Roxroy just has dad strength. And also dad communication skills, which will probably end up working against him. At least based on the editing of the first episode. The editors tell the real story, you know? Good hit. Good terrain. Stagger. No stagger, no green, no red. 10 years ago, we had Bob Hope, Johnny Cash, and Steve Jobs. Now we got no Hope, no Jobs, no Cash. Good. Not my finest performance on that one. Please don't let anything happen to Kevin Bacon. Good one. That's a good one. +2. Let's try that. Let's roll towards her. Instead of always rolling away, let's get back to the dance. We're not dancing right now? If you get the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. No green? Sit me then. Okay, we're dancing. Bad decision. That's not dancing. Had to be done. Okay, you absolutely need the double sip. Hey, how, excuse me. I'm dead. Is she easier on the horse, maybe? Kate is now live. Okay, I got one more. That's it, though. I got one more. Can you use 2 rune arcs? Hey, what the heck does a Starlight Shard do? Used to gradually recover FP? That won't be relevant. Win this one and we'll forget about the pepperoni discussion. Honestly, you guys just aren't ready. You're going to have a talk with your cardiologist in like the 2030s, and he's going to be like, let me guess, pepperoni? I don't need you to forget about the pepperoni. Help. We're sipping. Not a terrible start. I'll even double sip this. Hit her with the my beloved. Okay, one. Just one, though. Honestly, that attack is like nothing. That one's pretty good. All right. That's tough.